are Mufasa the Lion King, directed by Barry Jenkins. This is my review. This is going to be a spoiler free review, so you guys can keep watching. I don't feel the need to dive into any spoilers. I know the film's been out for a hot minute, but I still wanted to review this movie. But let's get into it. So in preparation for this movie coming out, I watched the Lion King live action adaptation. It's really just CGI. I was surprised how much of an adaptation it was, and that one was directed by Jon Favreau, who did Iron Man and Elf. It wasn't bad. It was just like, okay, this is just like literally like line for line adaptation. But I guess I prefer it was just like I prefer the cartoon, but it's just like, okay, we have a live action or like a CGI 3D version now. If you know, it just seems like a new thing for like the new generation, which I guess it kind of was. The thing I appreciated about this movie is that it had that freedom to kind of be different and do something different. And I didn't love this movie, but I certainly didn't hate it. Again, like I said, what I appreciated about it was that it did something different. Like, yes, we still know where the story is going because it's a prequel, but they still had some creative freedom to kind of show us how they got there. And I didn't love everything that they did. There are certainly some things I think they could have done differently or done better, or just like, like, why did you do that? You know, like when you had all this freedom, like I feel like they could have gone in some different directions that I think would have been more interesting, personally. But for what it wasn't that bad. Like I do think one thing I was disappointed about with Moana 2 was the lack of catchy music and how they had lost Lin-Manuel Miranda from the first Moana movie because he was working on Mufasa the Lion King. And I ended up actually kind of finding myself hearing that brother song more often in my head than anything from Moana 2. I can't remember any songs from Moana 2. And to be honest, I can't really remember any other songs in Mufasa, but that one song did stick with me, and it was kind of catchy. Wasn't bad. I don't know. I know the internet has been making a lot of fun of that song, in particular, but I don't mind it. I thought everyone did a good job. Another reason I think I enjoy these movies is because I'm a big cat person, and I love seeing just lions and lion cubs, you know, very cat-like, you know, so I can relate and appreciate that. I think fans of The Lion King might appreciate this more, or like just like people who are obsessed with like the franchise, and maybe they get more of a kick out of it than I did. I still think it was very well done, but it just wasn't really my cup of tea personally. It was a little slow in some parts, and like I said, I just think they could have done some more interesting stuff. I know some people have been complaining that like the way the story is told through Pumbaa and Timon and Rafiki was a little offsetting. I didn't mind that personally. I kind of like those characters still enough that we get to see them. It kind of made me want to see that story with like Simba's kid, right? I would have wanted to see the forward story. I didn't feel the necessity to go backwards personally. If they do another Lion King movie, I'd like to see that story move forward personally. But again, I'm not like clawing for it. I'm not, you know, waiting on the edge of my seat for a sequel for this. But when it does, you know, I'd like them to do something more different, you know. But that's just me. Would love to hear what you guys thought of Mufasa the Lion King. It's probably going to be on digital soon. I think it's still available in theaters. You guys can check it out. But let me know how you guys felt, if you're going to be watching it, or if you already did and what you guys thought. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.